Time to go to Nicaragua and go and see Finca Escondida. So we're off to Escondida, and Escondida, translated from Spanish, means hidden. And the reason that it's called that was the farm originally was hidden. There was no road to it. It was hidden in the kind of crevices of the mountain. There was a little kind of valley that he went through and went up. And the Moresh family, who owned the farm, who bought it in 2007, I want to say, decided that they would build a road to it. They would put a road so they could collect the pickings of the day, and then replanted lots of areas of the coffee with different varietals. Varietals like this one, the Java, the Longbury, but also things like Catuai, also the Larina, it came to me, and also things like Bourbon, Yellow Pacamara. They also have an amazing varietal garden there, where they've planted lots of different varietals just to see how they'll do there and how they'll cope with the conditions. The main reason for planting the Larina there was when they planted it in the varietal garden, they saw it with thrived and it did well. And that is probably the biggest farm of the Larina that they have in all of their farms is on Escondida. Around about 100 manzanas, 100 manzanas works out around about 60 hectares, I want to say, which is massive. I mean, that is a huge farm for anywhere, let alone Nicaragua. They've also sectioned part of it off to protect the forest. So it's in a natural forest area. So they've left part of the forest, around about 4 or 10 manzanas, separated just for forest, just so the natural habitat can live there. Yes, maybe it could be more, but actually doing something is better than doing nothing at all. And I commend them for that. Great thing about the Moresh family is that they always have things in place for people who work there. So they have healthcare, they have schools for the children, they have daycare for the children who are too young for school. They have shops. Now the shops, because they have 7 or 8 farms, around the farms they all have their own shops, but the Moresh family kind of use the combined buying power to kind of spread amongst all the farms. So quite often the shops on the farm are even cheaper than the shops in the towns. But it's also a convenience factor that, you know, it's a good 4 or 5 mile trek into town. Whereas if you have a shop that has all of the needs that you have in one place, that's really convenient and important. So yes, speaking of needs, I'm in need of a fact. Where's Roland when you need him? Health and safety in the workplace is important. This is why we've took the keys out of the forklift. He'll keep trying to start it, but he doesn't understand it needs a key. Hello, Roland. Do you have a daft fact for us this week?
I do, Stephen. Did you know that Nicaragua borders both the Atlantic... No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Again, please. Did you know that Nicaragua borders both the Pacific and Caribbean Oceans?
It's a fact. Okay, so Instagrammer of the week goes to, going to rip this apart and ruin the name, Quads Coffee. You can see it on your screen right now for the correct spelling of it. But thank you very much for using the hashtag hasbeen, or in my mug in your post will get you featured onto an episode. Right, into the cupboard we go. Where the hand stops, nobody knows. How uninspiring. FedEx. Yeah, they bring you lots of freebies. I've also got a diary and a calendar from them. It's all very exciting. But thank you, FedEx, for the mug. This episode is brought to you by FedEx. You need a document shipping urgent. Oh, should stop. Right, into the coffee. So, like, this cup reminds me very much of Terry's chocolate orange. It's got that real kind of orangey, chocolatey, like as a chocolate orange would taste. but it's very much about the texture as well. It's got a really kind of gloopy, kind of sticking to the sides of your tongue mouthfeel to it. Escondida is a coffee that was planted first in 2007, and actually over the last 12 years I've seen it improve and improve each year as the plants get established, as the processing becomes more standardized and more kind of, you know, kinks ironed out of it. And it is just a coffee that I think is yeah, really improving year on year. Thank you very much for joining me as always, and do remember, life is too short for bad coffee.
Kenya.
Can you? See, I keep doing these and I keep forgetting facts. The decaffeinated, come on Steve. Also, I am all about the segues.